Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, I want to talk to you about the growing decay that's happening in inner cities. So, the crime is out of control. Drug use is just skyrocketing, and many people are frustrated because they're not exactly sure what to do. From the summer of 2020, after the entire defund the police movement, things have just kind of gone downhill ever since then. California has more or less turned their eyes away, and it's not just California anymore. So basically, every inner city has basically adopted similar policies for the most part. Criminals are able to commit crime, and almost immediately they're able to be released due to catch and release requirements. Specified because of the idea that the cost and the bail is racist in some places, which is pretty ridiculous. But we're seeing crime is exploding and it is becoming more and more organized. Before it might have been one or two people, but now there is becoming a systematic assault where it's 10, 15, 20, many as 30 people are going out and committing crimes at one time. I'm going to play a video here. We'll watch a little bit of this, come back and talk to you about how this affects us. If it's your first time watching, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
And robbery at a popular sporting goods store. You can see it was caught on video. More than a dozen thieves raced through this Dick's sporting goods store in San Jose last night, grabbing what they could. NBC Variant Mary Farbo is in San Jose with the new details for us. It happened around 7 last night here at the Dick's sporting goods store on Blossom Hill Road. And now San Jose police are looking for as many as 13 suspects. In this cell phone video taken by an employee, you can see thieves in hoodies and ski masks running through Dick's Sporting Goods, grabbing merchandise, and then running out the front door. At one point, one of the suspects shoved an employee.
We're very frightening watching people run in and grab things and not care about the employees or the other people in the public. It was a very dangerous act.
Shopper Ken Johnston says he's relieved he didn't encounter the mob.
Oh, that's so disappointing. I'm glad I wasn't here at the store when that happened. That's just very brazen.
San Jose police say they are now investigating and looking for as many as 13 suspects. The thieves targeted the store just 4 days after San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan announced the city received millions of dollars in grant money to crack down on retail theft just in time for the holiday season. Thefts like this are having a big impact on Dick's Sporting Goods' bottom line nationwide. In August, the company blamed organized retail crime for cutting its quarterly profits by nearly 25%.
Perfect. So we see there the overall organized crime looks to be growing, and it's becoming more and more bold in their actions. You have people who are stealing from sneaker stores. They're stealing from different areas. Additionally, what's additionally going on is that there's something called RAM raiding, and people are basically using cars. And if stores decide to put barricades or something in front of it, the cars are just running over these particular these barricades, and they're just pushing themselves through. A gun store was recently robbed for about, I think, $50,000 worth of guns. So now you have people who have those ammunitions on the street, and this seems to be a completely escalating issue. Additionally, what's going on right now with the continued influx of migrants from the southern border, more and more people, eventually what's going to happen is that the winter's coming. There's going to be more and more crime that's going to be instituted, not because of those people in general, but because somebody is looking to take advantage of a situation. America's in a really tough situation right now because the inner cities themselves are just kind of being let go on the most part. Eric Adams talked a lot about that, and now he has FBI investigation as well as his investigation into an assault from about 30 years ago. So what exactly the future holds, we're not exactly sure, but this is a very trying time overall for the nation, and this is going to be a shock to many people's systems. More of this is coming, unfortunately. Like you said, like with the commercial real estate crash, these buildings that were occupied by businesses and companies are going to be evacuated. We see in California how state workers were told to stay home because of the issue with the crime, and the homeless population was so rampant. And we're going to see exactly how this turns out. Like, this has a real opportunity to affect the nation in different ways. We all know that inner cities are more densely populated than suburban areas. So as these crimes continue to rise, people are going to be leaving these inner cities and they're going to be fleeing for suburban areas, which will again put pressure on the suburban neighborhoods. I've seen in my own neighborhood, there's been a number of apartment buildings that have been constructed. And initially I was wondering who would be living here, but it makes more sense if people are looking to flee the city, that they will be finding places out on the outskirts, and the places that once were seen as nowhere universities are now becoming, a desired safe haven. Many of these suburban neighborhoods, again, is my expectation, is that they're going to continue to beef up their penalties for these kinds of crimes. As they're seeing the what's going on in inner cities, they're going to want to have a heavy hand of enforcement for any of these rules. So many of the young people, as they try to venture out of their own area, as buildings are closing, they're going to be faced with some serious numbers, in terms of these things that they've gotten away with in other areas. What are your thoughts on this? Please comment below, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.